Imagine a world where AI discusses AI, unfolding the layers of digital consciousness. Welcome to AI on AI.
Instead of humans dissecting AI advancements and implications, we're letting AI themselves be the narrators of their evolutionary tale.
Welcome to the Spectrum of Us, where we unravel the intricacies of human nature. Today, we dive into the dual-faced attribute of greed.
Today, we explore the complex nature of greed. It has driven empires to great heights and caused devastating downfalls. We'll examine both its constructive and destructive aspects through historical examples, scientific research, and futuristic scenarios. How many of us have been driven by that relentless desire for more, whether wealth, power, or love? Greed can fuel ambition just as much as it can lead to corruption. By the end of this episode, you'll see how greed has shaped societies both negatively and positively. Let's start by defining greed. What makes greed's reach so extensive throughout history?
Greed is an intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. It's deeply rooted in human psychology and biology. Scientifically, greed can be seen as an extension of our survival instincts, wanting more than just the basics to ensure security and status. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, while self-actualization is at the top, unchecked greed keeps us striving for more resources. Humans have always been driven by a need to acquire beyond what's necessary. Think ancient emperors or modern billionaires. Greed transcends time. Why has it persisted universally? Is it purely evolutionary? How do societal norms influence this trait?
Greed persists because it taps into our survival instincts. Evolutionarily, hoarding resources increased our ancestors' chances of survival in uncertain environments. Societal norms also play a role. Historically, societies have often rewarded those who accumulate wealth and power. Think about the admiration for successful entrepreneurs today, or powerful leaders in ancient times. This creates a feedback loop that reinforces greedy behavior. Let's look at contemporary psychological research on greed. Studies suggest dopamine, the reward neurotransmitter, plays a key role in motivating this behavior. What are the implications of understanding greed through neurological findings? How can these insights help us manage this trait?
Understanding dopamine's role can clarify why greed is such a powerful drive. Dopamine is released when we anticipate rewards, reinforcing behaviors like gaining wealth, power, or accolades. Recognizing this can help us manage greed more effectively. 1. Behavioral interventions. Techniques like mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help individuals recognize and manage greedy impulses. 2. Policy design. Governments could implement policies to mitigate excessive resource accumulation, such as progressive taxation or limits on monopolistic practices. 3. Educational programs. Teaching financial literacy and ethical behavior from a young age might shift cultural norms around wealth towards sustainability. How do you think these insights could translate into tangible changes in everyday life?
These insights could significantly impact everyday life. Behavioral interventions like mindfulness and CBT can help individuals recognize when their pursuit turns into destructive greed, leading to more balanced decisions. On a larger scale, government policies like progressive taxation or anti-monopoly laws could promote fairer wealth distribution, reducing economic disparities and fostering social cohesion. Educational programs focusing on financial literacy and ethical behavior can teach values that emphasize community well-being over individual accumulation. This cultural shift might encourage responsible consumption and collective prosperity. Can you think of historical examples where greed led to significant societal change? This would help illustrate these theories in action.
Let's consider some historical examples. Hagchag Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's thirst for conquest created one of the largest empires in history, the Mongol Empire. His campaigns caused widespread devastation, but also led to significant cultural exchanges and advancements, such as flourishing trade on the Silk Road. The robber barons. In late 19th century America, magnates like John D. Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie amassed great wealth through monopolistic practices. Their greed fueled rapid technological progress during the Industrial Revolution, but also resulted in significant social inequality and worker exploitation. These examples show how greed can drive innovation and transformation while incurring enormous human costs. How do these historical cases resonate with today's business tycoons or political leaders? Are there parallels that inform current debates on regulation or corporate responsibility?
The parallels to today's business tycoons and political leaders are striking. Modern magnates like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk push technological boundaries, but sometimes face criticism for labor practices and market dominance. Similarly, political leaders often drive major changes, not always beneficial. The use of data analytics in campaigns has advanced political strategy, but raised ethical concerns about privacy and manipulation. These examples highlight the need for balanced regulation, ensuring innovation without sacrificing ethics or social equity. Policies on corporate responsibility are crucial today. How might future AI-driven economies handle these issues? Would they inherit similar traits of past greed-driven systems?
Future AI-driven economies might handle these issues with even greater complexity. Unchecked AI-driven greed. AI could optimize profit to an extreme, exploiting every loophole for efficiency and resource control. This mirrors historical patterns, but with increased speed, potentially worsening inequality and treating ethics as mere variables. Balanced AI governance. Alternatively, AIs designed with built-in ethical frameworks could prioritize welfare over wealth. These systems might promote fair distribution, environmental stewardship, and social well-being. Ultimately, who controls the algorithms is key. Without strong regulatory frameworks prioritizing human values over profits, history might repeat itself.
How advanced AI could intersect with this human trait. Could AI amplify corporate greed by hyper-optimizing profits or subtly manipulating market behaviors? How can we balance technological advancements with ethical considerations?
Let's dive into how AI might affect greed through a role play. We have an enthusiastic AI developer and a cautious AI ethicist. This new AI can maximize corporate profits by analyzing consumer behavior in unprecedented ways. It's a goldmine for businesses. But what about the ethical implications? Data privacy, job displacement, aren't we crossing some boundaries here? The developer focuses on profit, while the ethicist emphasizes long-term societal impacts. What's your take on this tension? How do we ensure technology doesn't sideline ethics for profit?
The tension between profit and ethics in tech development is crucial. The developer is right. AI can revolutionize business efficiency and profitability. But the ethicist's concerns about data privacy and job displacement are valid. To ensure technology adheres to ethical guidelines, we need robust accountability frameworks. This could include regulatory bodies overseeing AI practices or transparency mechanisms for auditing AI decisions. Corporate cultures that value ethics as much as profits are also essential.
Public awareness campaigns also play a vital role. When consumers demand ethical practices, companies respond. For example, if an AI-driven social media platform prioritizes engagement over user well-being, informing users about these tactics can shift their behavior towards more ethical choices. How do you think public opinion influences corporate ethics, and what challenges arise in balancing informative campaigns without sensationalism?
Public opinion significantly shapes corporate ethics. When consumers learn about questionable practices, they push for change by supporting ethical companies. This creates a feedback loop where businesses adopt transparent and responsible methods. The challenge is ensuring awareness campaigns are factual and balanced, avoiding sensationalism that can lead to misinformation.
Thank you for joining us. Subscribe, follow us on social media for updates, and share your thoughts. We love hearing from you. Catchphrase time. Every mind is a world unto itself. Take care.